What's going on, guys? So now we have a new item to farm, the Thorny. And you can get these Maguma mains also whenever you do this. It's just optional though, because you'll run into some of the foes. So that's also another Nick item for later on. So we just go right in here, just run out through here, just kill these guys right here. And they just kind of like spawn in like random locations. Sometimes they spawn a little bit closer to the outpost and sometimes a little bit further away. So you just like run around here and just kill them. So like this actually isn't really a bad farm at all. Like the foes are relatively easy to kill. And the location is pretty much like probably like the hardest part. So if you haven't really done much prophecies, you might not have this location, or your ritualist might not have the location. But otherwise, it's not too far away from Temple of Ages, so you can just simply run there or use heroes in order to get to some of these outposts. And I'm going to show you like 3 locations. But otherwise, you just go through here and you just kill these guys right here and they'll drop the Nick item. And you only need 10 of the Nick item in order to actually get all 5 gifts. So it didn't really take me too long to get 10, which I went for 20 because I have 2 accounts. And 20 actually took a while. I think that the drop rate started getting worse for me towards the end. But otherwise, it wasn't really bad. And these guys right here, they'll drop sentient seeds, which is tangled seeds, which is another Nick item. So you can also get it from killing those also. So as you can tell, like there's quite a few like foes that will actually drop Nick items. And especially on one of the other runs, there will be like more foes that drop Nick items. So it's actually, pretty nice for, getting this Nick item and then also other Nick items for later on if you save up Nick items like what I do. So this isn't like last week where you had the Ruby to Djinn Essence and it was just much harder. This is a much easier one to do. So that's just a basic route you can do. There's some more foes that you can kill that'll drop the Nick item, but it's like that's really like the main basic run to go through there. And then we also have Druid's Overlook, and you basically kind of just like run through here. And I'll also show you how to get into Majesty's Rest later on, which you can't really take like a direct path like the way, like from this outpost over there. You have to kind of like walk around and go through where the wilds is. But yeah, you just kind of like run through here like this, and there's like quite a few foes for you to kill. And there's one area that's going to have like more foes than basically like the other areas. And you see they just randomly spawn and you just kill them with the spirits. It's like very easy and basic. And then you get those guys right there and they'll drop the seeds. And this is basically like right up here is where like the majority of like the foes are for you to kill. You just kind of like kill quite a few right here. And that's really like the main part like in this area. And you can like run around all these areas a little bit more and pick up like more of these foes if you really want to. But it's not really necessary, I think. I think that, you can just go to these like areas and like farm like the main areas, which is pretty much what I did. And then you can go into some of the other areas where there's like less foes, but they're still there and they spawn. And they're also farmed less often. So it seems like the drop rate is like sometimes a little bit better. So like I'd advise that, but at the same time you can still just go out of like the first outpost and just farm through there a little bit and then just go back and forth like that. I actually ended up kind of liking the third farm better, which you'll start out at the wilds, which I'll show you in just a minute. And you see, I'm going to just like run through here from this outpost because you can do it this way also, which is kind of like a little bit of a longer way. And you can actually get into Majesty's Rest that way. So we just go up here. And basically, you get Ancient Eyes from the Wind Riders, and you also get the Mossy Mandibles from these guys right here. And these are also Nick items also. So I just went to the outpost. I was like pretty much right next to there and decided to just go there and show you the third farm, which is basically just going to Majesty's Rest to pretty much farm these. So you just go out here into Sage Lands, just run right here, just take out the Wind Riders. So they can actually kind of kill you sometimes if they get all their hexes on you. So just kind of like, have the spirits there and just run away, and they should be easy enough to kill. And then a bunch of spiders will spawn up, so kind of watch out for the spiders. And they also drop like a Maguma Silk or something like that, which is also a Nick item. So so this run right here gives you the Ancient Eyes, the Mossy Mandibles, and then you also get the Silk, which all those are Nick items. And then you also get the thing that we're actually after. So yeah, just take these guys out right here. And they also drop these spider legs, but the spider legs are not a Nick item. So we just take them all out. Like, it's pretty easy to beat, you know, as you can tell. So, you know, once again, it's one of those farms to where it's like there's multiple Nick items. So I'd suggest like keeping those because I don't really want to like have to farm them all over again. So yeah, just run right through here and there'll be a lot of basically those moss scarabs like throughout this entire, pretty much as you're running towards the end. And they're pretty easy to kill, especially with, you know, the spirits, and then you get the Eben Vanguard Assassin support with the Splinter weapon. It just takes them out pretty quickly. So they're not hard at all. You get the Mossy Mandibles. Just run through here, and a bunch of them will spawn. Then you also have those guys right there that drop the seeds. There you go. Pretty easy to take out. So I actually like these kind of Nick farms because you get other Nick items while you're doing the farm, so it's pretty convenient to do. And then we just run right out here. And pretty much the idea with this run right here is that once we get to like where we can start, like basically we could just go outside and basically kill all of the foes and then basically come back in and then just go back out, and you just keep doing it over and over again. Because there's quite a bit of like, you know, foes for you to kill like right out here in Majesty's Rest. Like pretty much in the first half, there's like a good amount of foes for you. So we just take them out. Pretty easy. Take those guys out. Yeah, you kind of just like run around here, just take them all out. Like really easy, simple, and basic. And you can just like go in and out if you want to, which makes it pretty convenient. Which with me, I usually like to switch it up a little bit. So I like go through different farming locations and everything like that. So, like, once again, this is not like last week's item to where you literally have to farm that for hours if you want to get, like, all of the drops. With this right here, it's like, it doesn't really take that long. Like, just farm a little bit of it, and then when the drop rate gets a little bit worse, maybe, like, take a break and then hop on later on and get it. Like, it's not bad at all. And as you can see, you just go out there, just go right back out there if you want to do it that way. You can also just go to the first outpost, in and out like that. And I'll go ahead and show you the run to the place. So it's pretty easy to do. You only need to have 10 of them in order to get all 5 of the Nick items. And we just started the wilds once again. And we just come out right through here. And it's in Majesty's Rest. Like pretty much halfway through. A little bit more than halfway through. Like over in the green. You can also start the Temple of Ages if you want to do that. Like if you don't have the wild. So yeah, pretty easy to do. Like the run is very easy. Really, the only thing you have to worry about is Wind Riders, and if you have I Am Unstoppable, you don't really have to worry about Cripple either. So I just run through here. It's really basic, easy, and simple. Not hard at all. Just I Am Unstoppable. Whenever you get Cripple, try to use Shadow Form before you come across a Wind Rider, and you should be good to go. And it's really straightforward. I mean, it's pretty hard to, like, mess up this run with pretty much any, like, basic running build that people usually use. So we just go right through here. Like, really the only part you need to, like, make sure you get is that, like, you come right here and there's going to be, like, this oak tree, and you kind of just cut down, like, to the left like what I did. And then you come right here, and there he is right there. Trade him 10 of those, and you get all 5 gifts. And then there's this guy right here. I don't know if he's going to be there every time. I'm going to go ahead and take him out real quick. You know, which, of course, you don't have to kill him. But, you know, just do it for fun. And, yeah, there we go. So there's the farm. It's easy to do. The drop rate's not really that bad. It is what it is. Like, it's kind of like, it's not a super easy one, but it's kind of like moderate difficulty. Dungeon is signing out.